Alright, quick update on the engine swap project from the 04 GT to the 98 GT. Basically, power steering, reservoir removed off to the side. This is the main harness connector that goes right in the corner on the passenger side, and it basically about the 10mm bolt out, pull up, a couple other connectors on the sides, move that completely out of the way, put it right in the center of the engine. Also fuse panel wiring, fuse panel, little cap that goes over the fuse block, covers this up, take that off, and this gets disconnected along with a couple other connectors and hoses. Hoses have been disconnected, top and bottom, lower. And also, one thing I did want to point out is that the fuel line is a quick disconnect style. Basically looks just like this. Okay, I've already pulled it, and this is it here. Alright, what you're going to need to remove that is going to be this tool right here. And if you have the same tool, I'm not sure, it could be a different one or a different style, as long as it's made for that purpose. These usually go for all quick disconnect fittings, so AC, fuel, whatever it is. But in this case, if you have this exact tool, it's going to be number C, and the way you measure that out is you basically set it up on the fuel rail, and whichever one has the tightest fit is the one that basically is going to be the one that you use. And what you do is you basically put this in, fuel line's in there, you push it all the way forward, pushing the fuel line also into it, and then you pull back slowly. And you're going to not want to have any fuel pressure in the system. The way by the previous model years is there used to be a little shredder valve here, and I used to just release the pressure from there, and whatever small fuel leaked out, that was fine. But now on this model year, there's no pressure release valve. So as long as your car is not if you don't have the ignition turned on with the fuel pump sending fuel, you shouldn't have too much fuel here. But just be careful anyways, shield your eyes, pull the fuel line out slowly, and whatever, maybe put a rag around it, and whatever leaks down right there, it's no big deal. You're pulling the motor anyway. Alright, next time. I'm going to be getting underneath the car here, and unfortunately there's a lot of stuff that basically you're not going to be able to see. And what I'm going to be doing basically is I'm going to be dropping the X-pipe. I don't know if you can see me, I'm kind of holding this up myself, but hopefully you can see me there. I got the X-pipe, number 1 to drop. Number 2, your starter has to come out. There's tranny bolts that are going to be undone down there, and you're going to have some clutch cable disconnecting and whatnot. But motor mounts also, there's a couple motor mount bolts. AC compressor down there is perfect, you can get it down there. And again, unfortunately you can't see what I'm doing down there, but I'm going to have to do it on the solo here. I'll try to explain it to you as I do it, but maybe when the motor is pulled out I can kind of point out a couple things, and I'll do my best on it. And again, if you have any questions, give me a call. Not a call, but you know what I mean, message. You know what it is. Alright, have a good one.